Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I wanted to show you guys what I got from Ulta. It's small, obviously, like this is a pretty small bag, but I wanted to show you guys what I got. Ulta is having yet another free gift bag, so you purchase something that is at least a certain price and then you get a free gift bag. So this is the bag that I got. It's super cute and it's filled with a bunch of goodies inside, and I love these free gift bag things that they do. I've been doing these bags for so long. I actually think my second or third video on my channel is an Ulta haul, and I feature a gift bag that I got. And it's actually this bag right here, which I keep my makeup brushes and stuff. I have so many makeup bags, it's ridiculous. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into the bag. I will first show you guys what I bought to be able to get the bag. And I'm actually super excited about this. I was searching up and down the Ulta beauty products aisle because to be able to buy these bags, you have to buy only Ulta brand products. And so I was looking up and down the aisle, and I was like testing highlighters and bronzers and looking at the eyeshadow palettes, and I was just like, nothing really like speaks to me and nothing really like makes me want to buy it. So I just kept looking up and down the aisle, like trying to find something, and I see this. You guys, first of all, it matches the bag, which is so cute, and I'm pretty sure they did that on purpose because this is only a limited edition palette, and I didn't know that while I was in the store, but I bought it because when I opened it, I see this. I'm like, okay, this, yes, like that's all. I was hooked like right away. So you have a highlight, okay, a blush, 9 eyeshadows, shimmers and mattes, and a liquid lipstick. I mean, come on. Like, Melissa Michelle, you're killing it, girl. So this palette is only $20, which was the payment requirement, which was perfect. So Melissa Michelle is a YouTube beauty vlogger, so her picture's on the back too, and I didn't recognize her at all. And then after I bought this and I went and looked her up that night because I was like, I really want to know who this is. Like, obviously she has a palette, she must be huge on YouTube. So I looked her up. Turns out I was subscribed to her channel, which was crazy. Like, I don't know how I didn't recognize her. It was just weird. It's weird how that happens. But yeah, I'm super excited to try this. I have not swatched anything myself, but I've seen my friend, she bought her own palette because we went at the same time and we got the exact same thing, and she swatched it. She's used it on her face and the colors are really pretty, and I'm super excited to try this myself. I'm actually going to try this in a separate video on its own because I think she deserves her own separate video by me. I have seen thumbnails for other videos featuring this palette, but I have not watched anything. I don't want anyone to spoil it for me. I did watch her video and she swatched everything too. She was wearing everything on her face and it looked gorgeous, but I just haven't tried it out for myself, and I'm super excited to do that, and I want you guys to see my first impression. So I'm going to do this all in a separate video, so make sure you guys turn on my post notifications so you know when this video comes out. So now let's get right into the Ulta free gift bag. This bag is so cute. Let's just start off with that. And I think there are like 12 items inside, something like that. Okay, so let's just go ahead and dive right into what's inside the bag. I have swatched things. I am wearing some of the stuff on my face, which is actually what you guys are going to see in this video today. You're going to see my first impressions with some of the products that I use. I didn't use 2 of the products, I think, and I'll tell you guys. So the first thing that I'm going to go over is the first thing that I used, and it is the eyeshadow primer. This is a full-size Ulta Beauty Tinted Eye Primer in Satin Blush. So I was iffy about the eyeshadow primer. Number one, because it's a tinted eyeshadow primer in blush, and so I was like, okay, I've never really used a primer that is colored, so I was very iffy about that. And number two, it's a satin finish, not matte. And one of my favorite eyeshadow primers to use is an Ulta Beauty Nude Matte eyeshadow primer that I've used previously in videos, and I like that primer because it's nude and it's matte. This one is tinted and it's a satin finish, so I was just very iffy about it. But I tried it out. I like it, but there is some creasing in the eyeshadows, if you guys can see it. So yeah, there's definite creasing, which means that the primer isn't the best, but I definitely think it's because it's a satin finish and not matte. I'll try it a couple more times, see what I can do with it. So the next thing that I used is eyeshadow, and oh, actually the first thing I used was, there are two palettes in here, and I used the translucent powder, the highlight, and the bronzer that comes inside this little palette right here. The powder I like, it's translucent, and I just put it all over where I usually get oily, and I could tell that at the end of the day my skin wasn't as oily as it usually is, so I am impressed with the powder. The bronzer, I really like the shade of it. I think it's a really pretty bronzer, but I think I need a contour with it. I can't just wear it by itself because it is a lighter bronzer and I really like it with my skin tone, but I think I definitely need a contour on top of it. The highlights, very disappointing. It's, I don't like it. I don't like this highlight at all. The highlight was just very disappointing. I went in with a brush at first, as I normally would, and I didn't see very much of anything, so then I had to go in with my finger and put some on, and it still wasn't very good, and as you can see, it doesn't even look like I'm wearing highlight. So the highlight's disappointing, like really disappointing. Now I go into the eyeshadow palette, which has 6 shades in it, and there are 2 shimmer shades and 4 matte shades and a little sponge tip brush. So for the look that I used in this video, I set the eyeshadow primer with this shade, then I went in with this shade for the crease, and then I put this shade all over my lids and this shade on the inner corners. Oh, I'll show you the products that I didn't use yet. So there is a lip primer for color enhancing. I forgot to use this because I did wear the lip that came inside of the bag, but I forgot to use the primer. So I'll have to try this out in another video, and I'm actually really excited to try this because I can definitely use some lip enhancing for my lip products, because sometimes the color just wears off or the lip product wears off. So I'm excited to try that out. And the next thing is eyeliner. This is a dual-ended eyeliner. There's black on one end and purple on the other end, but this purple eyeliner is called Plum, and I might try that in my lower lash line. We'll see. I will show you guys the lip products that I used. So there are 2 lip products, and I did use both of them. This one is a matte lip crayon, and I love lip crayons so much. And this one is in such a pretty shade. Oh my gosh, it's such a pretty color. I'm wearing it right now. So I really like this, like really like it, because it like stains my lips and it stays on and it doesn't wear off, and I love that. So I didn't only wear this, I put the gloss on top, and this one is a Color Rush lip gloss in the shade Olivia. Of course the lip gloss wears off, because I mean a lot of lip glosses wear off. All the lip glosses that I use wear off. So the lip gloss wore off, and then underneath you can still see the lip crayon stain, and it just looked like my lips were matte and the color didn't wear off, but the gloss did. I do have to say though, when I apply this gloss, every time I reapply it, my lips get tingly, and I don't know if that's supposed to happen, but they get like a tingly feeling. It's really weird. I don't know. They're still a little tingly, but it's kind of worn off. The next thing, these are actually kind of small things, but there is a pencil sharpener for your eyeliner and a little mirror. Cute, cute. I like it. It kind of looks like a button, like you'd wear it on your shirt. And the last thing, which is actually my favorite thing that comes inside the bag, and it is the Maximum Lashes Defining and Lengthening Mascara. This is a full-size mascara, not a sample size, a full size. Look how large this is. I love the wand. Great bristles. I applied it and I was like, oh, it makes me look like I have fake lashes. I mean, I don't know if you guys can tell, but in real life, my lashes look fake. This mascara gives me volume, definition, everything that you'd want in a mascara, and I absolutely love it. I think this is my new favorite mascara. And then, of course, there is a Ulta Beauty $5 off coupon, which they put in every bag. But I'm going to have to use that when I go back to Ulta and repurchase this mascara because I love it. So, without further ado, let's jump right into my very first impressions of these products. Okay, so for the eyes, I'm going to try out the eyeshadow primer, and it is tinted, so I don't know how this is going to look really, but we shall try. So, oh my gosh, that's a large hole. There's like hardly any. Okay, I don't know how this is gonna work. I'm gonna put it on my finger instead of just putting it directly on my eyelid. Okay, so it's not that bad. I thought it was going to be like this color. It actually doesn't even look tinted at all. So hopefully it actually keeps the eyeshadow on the eyelid. We'll have to see. So this is what it looks like. It's just like a little blush color, so even if I wanted to just do this only and no eyeshadow, I totally could. So for the eyeshadow, I am going to first set the eyeshadow primer with this shade right here. I'm just going to take my eyeshadow brush and set the primer. I want to use the more warm summery tones, so these ones right here. And so for the crease, I'm going to obviously go in with the only warm matte shade, which is this one right here. So I set my eyeshadow primer with the shade called Say What, and I'm putting Buzzword in the crease. So I just tapped off a little bit, and let's see how it applies. Okay, there is color there. No fallout that I can see. It seems to be blending okay. It's a very subtle crease shade, so I'm going in with a second application. I like it. I think it looks pretty good. I actually really like it. So now I'm going to take the little sponge tip brush that comes inside the palette, and I'm going to take the shade Fearless, which is such a gorgeous summery shimmer shade, and I'm going to apply that on the lid. Okay, so that's a really pretty color. It's kind of hard to work with this sponge tip brush. But I just think with shimmer shades, it's better to apply them with these sponge tip brushes. So I'm just applying it all over the lid. And then I'm going to go back in with my blending brush and just blend it in with that crease shade. It's actually really pretty. I like how it's looking. Okay. Okay, so with the eyeshadows, I can definitely notice that there is fallout, so I'm just going to dust that away. Now I'm going to go in with the highlight shade. I'm actually not going to use this gold in here just because I think I like the eyeshadow just how it is right now, but I'm going to add a highlight shade to my inner corner, and I'm going to use the highlight that I used for the rest of my face. I did use this translucent powder to set my concealer, and it's looking really good so far. And then I used the bronzer, and I absolutely love the bronzer. It's such a pretty shade for my skin tone. I don't know how it would look on other skin tones, but I really like it on mine and how it blended. It blended so nicely. And then the highlight I do like, but it's a little too dark for me. So I added the highlight to my inner corners and my brow bone, and I am loving how it looks. And now I need to add something underneath my eyes. I'm actually going to take Buzzword, which is what I used in my crease. I'm going to apply that just to add a little something underneath my eyes. So for this look, I'm just going to add mascara, and I'm going to use the mascara that came inside the package. So let's try this out, shall we? Wow. Holy moly. This is making my lashes look so good. And this is one coat, you guys. I usually do 2 coats. Oh my gosh. And it's not super clumpy. Like, this is the first time I'm using this mascara, and usually using mascara for the first time, it's really clumpy. And it's not bad at all. I really like this mascara. So this mascara is absolutely amazing. I think it is my favorite mascara yet. So now for lips, I'm going to try out the matte lip crayon, and I'm just going for it. I really like this color. I really like it, you guys. And there's a gloss in here. I wonder if I should add the gloss on top. Let's just do it for the sake of the video. I'm not even taking the package off. This is really pretty. Ooh. Y'all. I'm so impressed with this right now. So impressed. This is unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. Oh, I forgot to use the lip primer. That's okay. I'll try it out another time. I wish I had setting spray, but I don't have setting spray. Well, we'll just have to see how everything wears on its own. And I'm so excited. This looks really pretty. I'm really impressed. Alright everybody, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet already, and turn on post notifications to make sure that you are one of the first people to watch this video, because I mean, who wouldn't be excited about this? I'm so excited to try this out. Leave a comment down below telling me what kind of video you would like to see in the future, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!